Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. It is fantastic to have you all here with us today to practice your listening skills with real, natural English.
Daniel, I have a feeling that today's topic might make some of our listeners want to fall asleep immediately.
Oh dear, that's not good podcasting. What is the topic?
We are talking about daily routines. You know, waking up, brushing your teeth, going to work, doing laundry, the mundane stuff.
Ah, okay, I see your point. On the surface, that does sound incredibly boring.
Right? Who wants to listen to 20 minutes about brushing teeth?
But wait a minute, Sarah. I am going to argue that this is actually the most essential topic for fluency.
Go on. Defend the boring topic.
Think about it. What is the foundation of almost all casual small talk? When you see a colleague on Monday morning, what do you ask? How was your weekend? Or what did you get up to this morning?
That's very true. If you cannot comfortably describe your normal, everyday life, you really miss out on connecting with people.
Exactly. The problem is many textbooks teach this topic in a very robotic way. I wake up at 7. I eat toast at 7:30. I go to work at 8.
Ugh, yes, it sounds like a police report, not a conversation. Real people don't talk like that.
Exactly. So today, we are going to take that basic routine and inject real life into it. We're going to teach you the natural phrasal verbs, idioms, and connections native speakers actually use to talk about their day.
That sounds much better. To keep things organized, we are going to break the average day down into 3 main zones.
Right. We'll start with the morning rush, move into the daily grind, which is work or school, and finally, the evening wind down.
Okay, let's set the alarm clock and get started with Zone 1, the morning. Okay, Zone 1, the morning. It all starts with the sound we all hate, the alarm clock.
The worst sound on earth. Now, this brings us to the first major distinction in daily routine vocabulary. Many students think waking up and getting up are the same thing.
Oh, they are definitely not the same thing. They're two very different battles in the morning war.
Exactly. Waking up is just the biological moment your eyes open and your brain turns on. You are conscious.
Right, but getting up is the physical action of actually leaving your warm bed and putting your feet on the cold floor.
For example, my alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m., so I wake up at 6:30. But I am terrible in the mornings. I usually don't actually get up until about 7 a.m.
What are you doing for those 30 minutes?
I am fighting with my alarm clock. I'm hitting the snooze button.
Ah, the dangerous snooze button. To snooze or to hit snooze, it gives you those 9 extra minutes of sleep.
I hit it at least 3 times. It's a bad habit.
Okay, so you have finally dragged yourself out of bed. You have gotten up. Now the actual routine begins. Okay, you are out of bed. Now the race begins. Most textbooks list a lot of separate verbs here. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I comb my hair.
Those are good actions to know, but if someone asks me, "Why were you late this morning?" I wouldn't list every single bathroom activity. That's too much information.
Exactly. We usually group all of those hygiene and grooming tasks under one very useful umbrella phrase, getting ready.
Yes. Sorry I'm late. It took me forever to get ready this morning. It covers everything you do in the bathroom and bedroom to make yourself presentable to the world.
And that includes clothing. Now, Daniel, this is a big phrasal verb alert.
Oh, yes. Students often make mistakes here. In English, we rarely use the verb apply for clothes, and wear is for when you already have them on.
Right. The action of moving the clothes from the closet onto your body is to put on. I put on my shirt. Or you can use the phrase to get dressed.
I got up, showered, and got dressed. Simple and natural.
Okay, you are dressed, your teeth are brushed, you are ready. Now you need energy.
Yes, energy. We need to talk about breakfast.
The textbooks always say something nice like, I sit down and eat a balanced breakfast with my family.
Yeah, maybe in a movie, but in real life, who has time for that on a Tuesday morning?
Exactly. The reality is usually much faster. Often we don't eat breakfast so much as we inhale it while putting on our shoes.
Right. A very common, natural way to describe a rushed breakfast is using the verb to grab.
To grab. It implies you are moving quickly.
I didn't have time for a real breakfast, so I just grabbed a coffee and a banana on the way out the door.
That sounds much more realistic. You grab your fuel, you run out the door, and zone 1, the morning rush, is finished. Now we transition to zone 2. Okay, you've had your coffee, you're out the door. Now you are in the transition phase between home and work. We call this journey the commute.
The commute. You can use it as a verb, I commute to the city every day, or a noun. My commute is terrible. It takes an hour.
Now, Daniel, this is a prime area for grammar mistakes. We need to quickly review transportation prepositions because they are tricky in English.
Oh, good idea. It's very easy to mess these up.
Okay, so the general mode of transport is usually by. You go by car, you go by bus, or by train.
Correct. But if you are physically inside the vehicle right now, the preposition changes depending on the vehicle.
Right. If you are in a small vehicle where you have to sit down to fit inside, like a car or a taxi, you say you are in it. I can't talk right now. I'm in the car.
But if you are on a large vehicle where you can stand up and walk around, like a bus, a train, or even a plane, you say you are on it. Sorry I'm late, I'm still on the bus.
That's a great rule of thumb. If you can stand up, you are on it. Okay, so you survive your commute and you arrive at your destination. You arrive at the office, or the school, or wherever you spend your day. Now the real work begins.
We often have a slightly negative, slightly humorous idiom for this main part of the day. We call it the daily grind.
The daily grind, like grinding coffee beans. It implies repetitive, sometimes boring, hard work that you have to do every day.
Exactly. You might hear someone say on a Monday morning, well, back to the daily grind.
Now, we aren't going to teach you business English or academic English here. That's a different podcast. But there is one crucial routine event that happens in the middle of the grind.
The most important meeting of the day, lunch.
Yes, when talking about daily routines, there is a big distinction here. Do you buy lunch near your work or do you bring it from home?
Right. If you bring it from home in a container or a bag, we use a specific phrase. We say you packed a lunch.
To pack a lunch. Your colleagues might ask you around noon, did you pack a lunch today or do you want to go grab something with us?
Okay, so you finish lunch, you finish the rest of your grind, and finally the magic hour arrives. It's time to leave.
What's the most natural way to say you are finished for the day, Daniel?
You could say, I finish work, but a very common phrasal verb is to get off.
To get off work.
Yes. What time do you get off today? Or, thank God I finally got off work at 6 p.m.
And then you do the commute in reverse, and finally, you get home. Zone 2 is finished. You survived.
Now the best part of the day begins, Zone 3.
Okay, you've opened the front door, you've kicked off your shoes, you are home. This is Zone 3, the evening.
This is my favorite zone. We often call this whole phase of the day winding down.
To wind down. W-I-N-D. It's like an old-fashioned clock. You wind it up in the morning to make it run fast, and in the evening it winds down and slows to a stop.
Exactly. It's the process of going from high-energy work mode to low-energy sleep mode.
But unfortunately, Daniel, before we can fully relax, there are usually more chores to do, specifically the evening meal.
Oh, yes, the dinner situation. Now, Sarah, this brings us to an absolute nightmare grammar area for students, the difference between the verbs make and do.
Oh gosh, yes, this is confusing. Why do we make dinner, but we do the dishes?
It makes no sense on the surface, but there is a general rule you can follow.
Okay, teach us the rule.
We generally use make when we are creating something that didn't exist before. You're taking ingredients, vegetables, meat, spices, and assembling them to create a new thing, a meal. So you make dinner, make breakfast, make a sandwich.
Okay, that makes sense. You are creating.
And we use do for tasks, activities, or repetitive chores where you aren't creating anything new. The dirty dishes already exist. You're just processing them. So you do the dishes, you do the laundry, you do homework.
That's a really helpful distinction. If you said, I need to make the laundry, it sounds like you are knitting a sweater from scratch.
Exactly. Nobody has time for that in their daily routine. Just remember, make for creating, do for tasks.
Okay, so you've made dinner, ate it, and did the dishes. The chores are finally done. Now what?
Now is the actual relaxing part. You can say, I'm going to relax, but that sounds a little stiff in casual conversation.
It does. What are some more natural alternatives?
A very common phrasal verb is to chill out, or sometimes just to chill.
Yeah, tonight I'm just gonna chill out in front of the TV and watch Netflix.
Another great verb is the one we mentioned earlier, to unwind. It means to release the tension of the day. I need to sit on the couch and unwind for a bit.
Okay, you've chilled, you've unwound. Now the evening loop closes. You usually do the same hygiene stuff you did in the morning, brushing teeth, maybe taking a shower or a bath.
And finally, the last step, and just like the morning, there's a tricky distinction here.
Oh, right, the difference between going to bed and going to sleep.
They're not the same action. Going to bed just means you physically get into your bed and get under the covers.
Right, I might go to bed at 10 p.m.
But going to sleep is the moment you actually lose consciousness.
Exactly. And I have a confession to make, Daniel.
Oh no, what is it?
I have terrible sleep hygiene. I often go to bed at 10 p.m., but then I pick up my phone and doom scroll through social media for an hour, so I don't actually go to sleep until past 11.
Sarah, that is terrible. You need to wind down without the phone.
I know. I'm working on it. But that is the reality of my evening routine right now. And with that, the day is over. And just like that, the 24-hour cycle is complete. We have successfully made it through an entire day in English.
Phew! It seems exhausting when you break it down like that.
It really does. Now, we threw a lot of vocabulary at you today. We moved from hitting the snooze button in the morning all the way to doom scrolling in bed at night.
The key takeaway here is that real life isn't a robotic list. When you talk to your friends or colleagues about your day, you don't just state facts.
Exactly. Don't sound like a robot. Instead of saying, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast, try to connect them naturally.
Right. You might say something like, well, after I finally stopped hitting snooze and got up, I quickly got ready, grabbed a coffee, and headed out the door. It flows much better.
Also, we should probably mention one important caveat. The routine we just described, the alarm clock, the daily grind, the commute, that is usually for weekdays.
Thank goodness. Weekends usually look very different.
What is your favorite weekend routine vocabulary word, Daniel?
Oh, that's easy. It's the glorious phrasal verb to sleep in.
To sleep in. It is the opposite of getting up early. It means sleeping as late as you want with no alarm clock.
Heaven, absolute heaven. Okay, Sarah, before we finish, let's do a super fast lightning round review of the key phrases we covered today.
Ready, go.
Morning, the difference between waking up and getting up and hitting snooze.
Commute, going by car but being on the bus.
Work, the daily grind and packing a lunch.
Evening, winding down, the difference between making dinner and doing dishes, and finally, chilling out.
That is a very solid toolkit for describing your day.
If you master those phrases, you will sound much more natural in small talk situations.
Absolutely. Now, we are very curious about the routines of our listeners.
Yes, we have a two-part question of the day for the comments section down below.
Part 1. Are you a morning person, also known as an early bird, or are you a night owl who hates mornings?
And part 2, what is the one specific part of your daily routine that you absolutely hate doing the most?
Oh, good question. For me, it's emptying the dishwasher. I don't know why, I just despise it.
I hate folding the laundry. It's never ending.
All right, guys, let us know your answers in the comments.
And if you found this episode helpful for your daily English life, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to the English Conversation podcast so you never miss an episode.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now go chill out.
Bye-bye.